Hello everyone and welcome back to DJ's Gaming. In today's episode we are going to be playing with the mechanical roller, and I'll be showing off what it can do as well as some machines that you can build to use the mechanical roller in some pretty simple measures. And so first off, the mechanical roller, if you go ahead and pop up the pondering, the mechanical rollers, they're going to help clean up terrain around tracks or paths. And it will just continue to work forward. You can also use it to pave. So if you're wanting to have it place blocks under them, it will do that. And of course there's a chance that it won't work. And you can of course use a gantry shaft. I like the idea of either using it as a gantry shaft, or I'm going to also make one that is a cart. So we do our normal setups, which is of course with the minecart furnace, and then of course we start building our track, or our building. Now this is the only one, I'll make sure it's gonna go wide enough. This is the only one you don't need to build an entire wall for these things. And then just for looks I'm gonna do that. And then this is the only one that only requires a single. This one is only going to require a single deployer. That should be right spot for that, right? My brain's forgetting how far deployers go all of a sudden. And then you want at least one chest. And there is a chance that it could drop items, so you do want probably more than one chest. And then of course, last but not least, you want your plow to pick up items, and then glue it all together. Double checking, make sure everything's glued together. Good. And let's just go ahead and put the blocks down and give it its redstone signal. And now, just like anything else, you just need to give it your coal or charcoal, and away it goes. And then when it hits up to here, it will only break, of course, the 2 blocks. So I went a little high on that on accident. And then it just keeps on going. But as you can see, it cleared out a path there. Now, besides doing it for this, you can also, of course, use the gantry shafts as we have been shown. So let's go ahead, real quick. We're going to grab some blocks that need to be removed out of the way, but I am also going to, we're going to make a hole. Now, like always, of course, with gantry shafts, you have to have the gantry, and I'm always going to make it too big. And you then, of course, put down the actual carriage, and this is so we can work with the other settings that are on the machines. So now we put them down, and right now it's on roller mode, just clear blocks and pave. And then you have the straight fill below, sloped fill below, and then replace tracks. And so let's go ahead and have it do the straight fill below. And I am wanting it to fill with, oak logs. We want them to fill with oak logs. Now if you'll notice, every single one of these is not changed. That one, oh, they actually all did change. They all changed together? Wow. Okay. And then you only, oh, that is so cool. I didn't realize that. That was lack of my knowledge there. I assume that you'd have to change every single one like you would any normal, like all the other ones. So now you go ahead and let's take and put enough oak logs in, and then like always glue the whole darn thing together. add in your rotational force, since this one requires a rotational force added. Let's go there. And now it's going to move forward. Oh, I meant to put one right there. Oops. And it will fill up all the holes. And it's not breaking anything. Okay, it is just filling things up. Now let's go ahead. Let's have it clear blocks and pave. So now as it moves forward, it's going to break the block and place the new block. And I went ahead and fixed that so that it will. But yeah, now you can use it to make paved roads, as well as clear blocks out of the way as you pave. And this is the, I would say this is the more fun way of doing it. Now, I don't know what happens though when it runs out, but it's not going to run out anytime soon. But yeah, so it just keeps going though until it has paved the entire road. And I love the look of this, actually. That is kind of, I'm not going to lie, that is kind of cool. And so that is the mechanical roller. I personally have not used these in a, I have not personally used these in a survival world yet, but I have been thinking about it. I have had a lot of thoughts and things. But yeah, so this is the mechanical roller. It is extremely useful for making roads as well as clearing out paths. And as you can see, they're kind of cool. And they're not too difficult to build. They're just a crushing wheel with an andesite casing and an electron tube. So, I mean, they're a little difficult. I mean, you have to have the crushing wheels, but not that difficult. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the big thumbs up button and subscribe for more. And if you guys have any suggestions of things you want to see me make, or if you have any questions, leave that down in the comments, and I will get to it as quickly as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.